Hello and welcome back, I'm Arumba, thank you for joining me. Let's play some more of our campaign in EU4. We're doing the Kale achievement run, going for Eat Your Greens, looking for the tribute system soon. This will help out tremendously with keeping the subjects in line because right now they're giving us 28% of their tax income, which we talked in like an episode or two ago about how most of the OPM's tax income comes from that base +1. By siphoning that off, we are weakening the overall power that they can give us, but it also just makes them easier to manage. So that'll be alright. Just gonna keep building up the siege, the spy network on his spa, even though we can't do anything with him for the moment, just to see if maybe a quick war with this guy allows us to fabricate on him. It's actually kind of silly though, considering that we have to, alright, we can start annexing you. 4 per month. Let's actually not annex anybody yet until we have the 3rd diplomatic ID group. Instead, let's do improve with Meng Yang. Our truce is up here in 64. Started spying on Arakan between episodes just because I realized, yeah, he's not an actual person that we can release. I feel dumb. If I go back to the episode's comments where I first released or first conquered Chittagong, I'm sure plenty of you were pointing that out. Money, admin, diplo, mill, or manpower, or nothing. Well, we could use Diplo points the most at this point. Let's see what happens with Meng Yang. We can get our first claim and only claim on this guy. See what the war deck would look like. It's currently friendly. We apparently have a truce with this guy. Meng Nai? Why do I have a truce with you? Kale has a truce with Meng Nai until 73. But why? I don't remember being at war with you. Is it because I annulled his tributary status? Did I? I did not. They have an alliance. I had allied this one, and this one, I thought. No, Hasenwi and this one. So where did this truce come from? Because we didn't fight him. Or did we? That's right, we separate pieced this guy back when he was a 2-province minor. That's why I don't recognize him. Alright, fine, game. But we're completely blocked on the right. The only option we have then is to finish off the claim on this guy, or possibly to fabricate on Pegu. Guess we do that then. Pegu makes us fight Ayutthaya though. And Hisenwi, our former ally. Maybe if Ayutthaya has a hard time about this war, we could isolate Pegu? Korea's doing a thing. Currently have no embargoes issued. We've got a truce with Bengal, truce with Assam, truce with Ava. The power projection is doing okay for the moment. Looks like Ava's getting wrecked now by Ayutthaya. Just see how close is Ayutthaya to betraying. Alright, he's already willing to do it. So we could just fight Pegu and Prom, which was that guy. My subject already has 2 claims there. I could fabricate on... Oh, that's a mountain. It's not a province. We have no truce with Kachar. It would be an inherently immoral act, though. We don't have to necessarily conquer him. We'd lose 10 karma just to declare, but then I could just take money. Something to start us off a little bit here. We're still overextended. We still have issues with religious unity. We can't convert Chittagong while it's being cored. I mean, we're already basically at negative 100 karma. Just don't want to leave the army. I think our subjects could actually win the war. Let's go ahead and do it. Tell them to be aggressive. They should just go win the war on their own, is the goal. Okay, we finished a core. We can make states. Let's go ahead and do that. We will do this into a state. This province we need a full core now. And could we assign this to the monastic order without going up to 100%? No. And no. The merchant guilds, however, could take this province because it's got 10 development. Finally, a province we can assign to the burghers. Granted, we are about to be able to give away Chittagong, which is going to be a relatively large percentage of the country. This province alone will increase their influence by 48%. Let's not. Let's save it for Chittagong. Garwal has done a thing. We can get a claim on Arakan. He's got that province there that we want to claim on. Let's see what that looks like with Orissa. I think we might try to use Jumper against Orissa. But Pegu is the one that I really want right now. He is in this node. Let's go back to... I'm actually going to start collecting from trade here. We're probably not going to make very much money from it. And we're going to lose our transfer bonus here, but trade's really not a very big part of our overall income. Our income is actually mostly war subsidies right now. Feels like. Alright, so we end up making 0.16 ducats in Bengal because of that Chittagong province. After we give this to the burghers, we'll have a very significant increase in overall trade power there. But more importantly, now that he's here, we can switch over to, hostile trading and try to get the Pegu siege network built up a little bit faster. I call it a siege network. It's not a siege network, it's a spy network, Arumba. Yes, I'm aware. Bengali separatists are at 1 unrest now. Only a 1% chance of firing, which means it'll definitely fire. Oh, mark my words, it'll fire. 2 siege pip leaders doing a good job. They got a wall breach. Good job, subjects. Go gadget, vassal swarm. Meanwhile, Ayutthaya is trying to knock down that fort. Milwar's doing a thing. Gonna make that into a state. We'll pay for the full core. Let's give that to the burghers. 93% autonomy now effectively goes down to 0% autonomy for naval and for other stuff. We can finally do this click. I've been holding off on doing it. Lately, I've gotten into the habit of only doing the Diplo click whenever I can do the Grant Monopoly Charters click. Because if you look closely in the tooltip, this interaction can be used every 20 years. This interaction can be used every 20 years. There's no pop-up when you can do this again. But if you always do them together, then whenever you get the pop-up that says Grant Monopoly Charters has expired, you know you can do this click. It's super convenient. $15 more influence will not take them all the way up to 75. But we will hire this guy. 74.2. And if we did give them that other province, they'd be at 80%. Alright, fine, I'll do it. I'll do it for the Diplo points and the ducats. 42 whole ducats? Hell yeah. First idea, first one in the world to take it. Innovativeness? Cool, sure. We're going to fall behind on Diplotech, which might cause issues with our subjects, but income from vassals plus 25 is going to actually be kind of significant. 53% of their taxes now. So if you think about it, we have 3 subjects, each who have effective, like, phantom base tax of 12 admin, right? 12 base admin. 12 annual ducats, so we get 53% of that. 12, 24, 36. That's actually kind of sizable. Bahmanis has just declared war upon Orissa. Awesome! That will isolate Arakan, possibly. In fact, it looks like they already broke their alliance, and Arakan is now only allied with Taungu anyway. Which is great. What about Pegu? This one's more temporary, because we're not always going to have the opportunity for Ayutthaya to decline the call. So Dia just broke free from our former ally. Our occupation's complete. We could just take this province. It is part of a state that we own. It's inherently immoral to conquer land, but whatever. That land is Hindu. We're going to need to convert this. Missionary strength here would be negative right now. Can we give that to the monastic orders without going to 100%? Yes. And this one? No! Ayutthaya would defend him now. What's changed? Why is Ayutthaya suddenly willing to defend? War exhaustion, negative 35 reasons. I'm guessing occupied and besieged provinces just got stopped. Maybe there was a battle in Ayutthaya or something. Well, if we can't do that, we'll go after Arakan, but I'd still have preferred to go for Pegu. Pegu's got juicy, good, easy provinces down in the Bengal node that are much easier, I think, than taking land from Orissa. There is no subject to be released here. We can only choose one province to get a claim on. Eight reasons for Ayutthaya to defend. We have no war exhaustion. Looks like Ayutthaya is winning that war pretty handily now. Let's go ahead and just declare on Arakan then, and keep an eye on the other one to see if there's an opportunity for it. The Bengali separatists are still kind of mad. Relative strength of the alliance here, there's only 8 troops. My subjects provide, like... I like how they keep on, like, raising and standing down troops. It's kind of funny to me, actually. Let's pull... Is that rebellion the same size? Still 10k. I'm going to tell them to be supportive, or... Yeah, be supportive, attach this army. We're just going to get started on this siege then instead. Actually, let's ignore that for now. No, let's stay here. Gianagar has done a thing. Arakan, shoot, why didn't I wait for the second claim? Arumba? Arumba? You dummy? I know why, it's because I was thinking about going after Pegu. I got distracted. And now Ayutthaya is not willing to defend the call again. Well, I'm going to do something I haven't normally done, and this is probably going to get me some flack. I am going to do what we do on stream called Squirrel, which is where, out of nowhere, I don't understand why, it's inexplicable, but EU4 is going to experience a game crash and roll back to the last autosave of the campaign. Why am I going to do it? Because I got distracted, and we're off to a good start, and this is one of the hardest achievement runs in the game right now, and I feel like rather than have to restart from 1444, it just makes sense to optimize this run. It's no different than starting over again, really. It just saves me an hour and a half or 6 episodes or whatever time. So, I feel bad, kind of, but not really. Okay, one sec. I know that there's a black screen, but it's about to change. And we're going to see where the last autosave was. Hopefully it's right before that war deck. We can get a second claim on Arakan. Maybe even focus on Pegu instead of Arakan first, just because it makes more sense. We'll see. Give me all the flack you want. I can take it. Let's see that comment section. It might even work out against me, and the autosave will have already been in the middle of the war. It's entirely possible. But it didn't. Great. And the missions fulfilled thing is back up. We can hire advisors. I'm going to turn that alert off for now as well. We're still on suppression mode. We're still fabricating on Arakan. We are still coring things. Let's do more improved relations with this guy, and maybe some more spying on Pegu for siege ability or something. Or possibly on Bengal again. Ava pays Ayutthaya war reps. They just knocked somebody out. That core is complete. It's a full core, it's not a state. And I'm thinking we probably want to give that to somebody. 60% autonomy is pretty bad. In theory, I could give it to the nobles for the extra force limit. Maybe for now we'll just leave it unassigned. Just kind of keep our options open. Ava has announced us as a rival. Let's check on Ayutthaya's war. Yeah, he will not defend him right this second. I think that based on that, we just get started on this war here. Apparently our ally became Delhi. So because he took over Delhi, he became Delhi? Now Jampur is Delhi? Wow, that's interesting. I was really confused when I saw Delhi, our ally. He would not join because distant war and he's in debt. Alright, I think we declare this while we have the window. So the subjects has to be aggressive. Relative strength. Ooh, look at that Pegu war exhaustion. There's 14,000 troops out there. The subjects on their own are going to have a hard time. Plus we don't actually have military access right this second. Prome. Holy crap, Prome. Prome with 11 development somehow has 7 troops. Excuse me? That's kind of a lot, man. Also, there's Pegu's army. Alright, we're going to have to risk that there could be a rebellion here in order to go fight these battles. Prome is on Tech 4, and this guy's on Tech 4 as well. So our tech advantage is kind of necessary. Let's tell them to be supportive then, and to come to me. Please don't rebel on me the second that I pull my army away. Poor subjects getting wrecked. Alright, so some of the troops are gone. We've got Pegu leaving on the 1st, and Rome leaving on the 3rd. We're going to be there on the 26th. I guess we're just going to engage all of them. That's alright. Picking them apart would have been better, but... Why are we moving? Mong Kaung has declared war upon Hasinui. So we were allied to both of them, but they weren't allied to each other. Langjiang pays Ayutthaya war reps, and that's why we had to declare on Pegu right there, because otherwise that window of opportunity could be gone. Now we're also still hoping that Arakan doesn't get defended by Orissa, which is already not a thing. Orissa's also being attacked right now by Bachmanis, so that's also a thing that we want to be pretty aggressive about if we can. Stupid rebellion needs to go away. Intolerance, non-accepted culture. Can we just accept the culture? Burmese culture is at... Oh, we need Bengali culture. 13 development in the Bengali culture area. We got rid of the war exhaustion. One more tick of separatism would also do it. I'm just gonna hold off. I want to keep this rebellion from happening, if possible. Even Taungu's going after Pegu. So Taungu wants everything, and he's going to occupy some of the stuff that I want. He's also at war with Prome. He might end up taking up control of that siege. How many provinces are we actually suppressing in right now? 4 provinces. We're actually suppressing not enough to get this all the way down. We're only at 4.35. We could have it down to like 0.5. Intolerance 2.94. You know, we're ahead of time on Miltech. I could theoretically strengthen legitimacy, like strengthen government. But if we just die, then we get legitimacy up to like 95. Let's undo that. No, it's all or nothing apparently. Okay, Taungu's going for this guy. Yeah, I'm just gonna have to wait now. I mean, we have the war deck done. We broke up the alliance. Khmer has declared war upon Longzhang now as well. So just breaking up Ayutthaya and Pegu is worthwhile. I just gotta kind of let Dangu get priority now, because this stupid rebellion. I don't want to have them rebel while we're in the middle of trying to siege down this level 3 coastal fort. And it's undefended land, and we get even more separatism and blah blah blah. You know, it'd just be awful. Probably should have thought of that before declaring the war, huh? Koti just got annexed. Lose base tax in the province of Naga, where we currently have 2, and put it into our capital of Kale. Nobles lose loyalty. Totally fine with that. Take a province that has... It does have the monastic orders, but it's still better having it in the capital, I think. Alright, this final tick will be enough. We're almost free. We're almost free from this. Give it a month or two, and then we're good to actually leave and go do stuff. Arakan is... What's going on here? Occupied by Prom. Tangu, okay, Tangu called Arakan into the war. Well, we're gonna have to be hostile to all these people. Straighten them all out. 70% of the Bengali separatists. That's good enough for me. It's time to go to war. Taungu will not honor the defensive call. We'll make the war goal Sandaway. My subjects don't appear to be wanting to help. Let's just say be aggressive, I guess, for now. It's probably because they were supportive without anything to attach to. That kind of thing. Since we're hostile to both countries, we can unsiege his province and get control of it. Let's also put some of the troops forward. It's a shame we can't be hostile to Taungu as well. Just so that I could relieve control of his siege. They are occupying our capital, but we have, like, no prosperity or anything to defend, so I'm not really that worried about it. Alright, I'm gonna take a short break here. I'll be back in the next episode. As always, thank you guys for watching. Hope you're enjoying the campaign. I'll see you in the next episode. See you soon.